La cheeseburger pelada. Y los over easy, turkey bacon, and egg white turkey sauces all the way to go.
Order up, order up, order up. Yo, what up, everybody? You tuned into the Hood Diner Podcast. With you, as always, your homie, Boy Casual.
DJ Sentry here.
That's right. And yes, welcome to the Diner, where we are serving you up gluttonous portions of our opinions on music, movies, fashion, pop culture, and current events. All right, buddy. It's episode 2 right here. How you feel about that, DJ Sentry?
Oh man, the first one was a blast, man.
Yeah, right. It's good. It's good. What did you learn from the first podcast?
A lot. I try to reduce the repeating.
Dude, oh my goodness. I say you know a lot, bro. And my breathing is pretty heavy. So I want to apologize for that. For everybody that checked out episode 1, it was pretty, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, hey, dude, you know what? I'm learning how to get these, these breaths out of the, the back end when I do the editing and all that shit. So, yeah, man. But yes, we are here, episode 2. Thank you, guys.
Let me answer what I learned the most, man.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, go.
Well, obviously the repeating thing, but the delivery is like. You just got to shoot it out the cannon. You just can't hold back, because the dead pauses, it's kind of deafening,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I learned that, yeah. You definitely got to, you got to stay right on the mic, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of times where we both are over here, and then it just sounds kind of crazy. But then, there's that. And then, yeah, man,
Well, you have a little more experience than I do because you put out music.
Oh, yeah.
You do that rap thing.
People don't know about that. People don't know about that old casualty kid.
They need to get familiar though.
Nah, that's cool. Yeah, I got some new shit I've been working on actually lately. The other night, actually last night, bro, I was at the shop and I was cleaning up, and I was listening to this instrumental that I've had for a minute.
You make it?
I got a good 8 bars in, bro.
No. Did you produce the beat?
Oh no, fuck no. This is some SoundCloud shit. Or SoundClick shit, I guess, from back in the day, way back in the day. Leases. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nowadays, boy, as a matter of fact, it's a good way to say, shout out to the homie Shona for providing us with that intro.
Yeah, good look, homie.
That shit was, he
can't wait to meet you.
He gave me a couple nice ones to choose from. But yeah, honestly, I think it'd be just doper to focus on, maybe local.
Does Shona know Rip D?
Oh yeah, dude. Shona, dude, he's performed for with Cash, and he's done so many shows with those dudes.
He knows him real good. The local scene, you know what I'm saying? I'm new to the Tucson hip hop scene. I haven't really gone to many shows. I've gone a handful. Well, literally 2 or 3. Yeah. And this last one I went to was that Golden Party I DJ'd, and it was a good time. Like I said.
That's cool.
Shout out to Shona for the intro.
Buddy, yeah. I haven't been to a lot of shows lately, but yeah,
What's the last show you went to?
What was the last show that I went to? Let me see. Just the Tucson Hip Hop Festival. I mean, I was there. I didn't get to really get around. I had a booth there, remember? Because I borrowed your poker table.
Right.
So, yeah, I didn't really get to go out, but I was in between pretty much 2 stages. So I got to see the DJs do their thing, and I got to see some of the local artists on the main outside stage do their thing, which was cool. But I didn't get to go inside and see where Shonuff and Vinny Mendez and Marley B and them, they were all performing inside 191, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I didn't really get to check that shit out because I was outside with the booth, you know what I'm saying? But it was all good though. It was dope. That was probably the last one I've been to.
That's dope.
But there's one coming up this next week. Actually, we should both roll to that shit. It's a Stack Styles album release party, and Vinny Mendez and Shona for performing at that one too. And actually, they want me to put that booth there.
Oh, what days is it fall on?
I want to say it's a Friday or Saturday.
I'm like, may it work.
Yeah, we could
if I don't got a DJ, I can make it work.
And then you said you're going with me to the TD show, right? To the fashion show.
Of course. Is that even the question?
That's next Wednesday. Okay, so just make sure
it's already marked down on my calendar. Shit,
yeah. So basically, we're gonna go do the TD show, and then probably come back, and then maybe we'll podcast like right the fuck after that, so we can just tell all the crazy shit that went down.
Might have to take a Uber up there or back.
Oh no, I won't drink. I don't drink that much.
I mean, I
don't drink. I only drink like when I go out of town or if I'm on vacation and shit.
Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, Kaz.
Always 5 o'clock somewhere. Oh, and that's the other thing I wanted to apologize for is like every time I took a drink on the last episode, you could hear the ice. So I learned not to use the ice this time.
No, we just learned you're thirsty.
Hey, no.
Moral of the story.
Dude, that when it boils down to it, I suffer from chronic dry mouth, chronic Jim Carrey, dude. For real. That's what I got. But, I mean, you know, we're going to work through it. It's all good. So, yeah, man. So, like, let me see. We were talking about the news that was going on this week, right? Because shit's getting out. Like, it's not out of hand, but there's more shit going on, obviously, with Trump. And like the Eagles thing, right? You know what I mean? Like,
so did he just come out and say like, you guys aren't invited anymore?
I guess they had heard that there was only a set amount that wanted to show up, I think. You know what I mean? And yeah, so he was like, well, if they don't want to come, then your invitation is ixnay. So,
they're not the first team to not want to go.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I mean, the Warriors didn't go, and then he wanted to save face, and then he said, oh, well, they're not invited. It's like, no, bro, they didn't want to go in the first place.
I heard today, if I'm not mistaken, that the Warriors and Cleveland both like already put it out there. They're like, hey,
well, we're not going to talk about Cleveland.
Depending on who's winning anyway, they're like, we just want to let you know now, like none of us are coming either. Let's just get that out in the open and shit while you guys are talking about it. Let's just add ours to the mix right there, and then boom, you know what I mean? Because
well, to timestamp this episode, Game 3 just ended and the Warriors won, so they're up 3-0.
Oh, fuck, really? I didn't even know that. So,
I mean, we're recording on a Wednesday. The Game 3, it happened. I didn't watch it. I was working.
Yeah.
Twerking.
But you saw that. What was the final score, do you know?
Let me pull that up.
By the way, episode 2 is sponsored as episode 1 was by Official Clothing, official.com.
So what are some of the new designs you're working on?
Me? For Official right now?
Right. Because we're sponsored by Official, so we might as well talk about a little bit about it.
Well, you know, I got that. You've obviously made the hats for the ones that they're not out on the website yet. I did release them at the hip hop festival, you know what I'm saying? And like those that were lucky enough to get some, they got some, but I'm sitting on a good amount still of the, you know.
The score was 110 to 102.
110 to 102?
Warriors.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man, I got that Fila flip that I'm going to be putting out there, and then a bunch of new bracelets and stuff. But honestly, I'm kind of waiting right now because I got another couple designs I'm trying to finish up, and I want to drop them all at the same time. And I just did 2 photo shoots the other day with one with Jamal Ari and one with Benny Mendez, where they're rocking like some of the new season shit.
That's what's up.
And I took like some video, so I gotta, you know, get down, edit the video. I gotta put the pictures together. I gotta get all that shit ready, and then get all the mock-ups ready. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it's a lot of work. I need to get me an intern. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put that out there right now. I need to find me an official intern. If you want to learn some shit, I will teach you. You just gotta help me get some shit done.
But it's not just for somebody that wants to hang out. Like you, there's work to be put in. You know?
Fuck no, I got shit that needs to be organized, man. Like for real. But yeah, the whole shit with Trump and the Eagles, man. Like, ugh.
But are you really surprised that?
No, of course not.
He would try and save face by like, oh well, you're not invited, so
yeah, let's
just cancel that. Like, no one wants to hang out with you, homie.
Nope.
Like,
nobody. Okay, so then you said, so as far as the NBA Finals, that's 3-0 right now, huh?
Yeah, bro. I mean,
and this was in Cleveland, right?
This third game was in Cleveland. Yeah,
oh.
I'm not surprised. That just Warriors have a complete team, bro. They have 4 All-Stars.
They do.
And for me, I'm not one of those that talks down upon them because it's not their fault. They know how to maneuver teams. Like KD wanted to come play with a winner, so he came over.
Yeah, he's got what, 2 rings now?
Yeah, but people just act like, you know, LeBron didn't win it with super teams too. Chris Bosh and D Wade, come on. Forget about it.
Yeah.
But no, you know what I'm more hyped out? Like, the thing that's got my attention more so than the NBA Finals is the fact that the Suns got the number 1 pick and DeAndre Ayton just worked out for them today. And
who?
DeAndre Ayton.
The dude that played for U of A, right?
Yeah.
He's going to play for the Suns.
Well, basically, the Suns got the number 1 pick. Why wouldn't you take him?
Oh, man. That would be super sick, dude. That would be super dope, yeah.
And he said today, I know I'm going number 1, he told the reporters.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, he got a lot of upside, dude. And you know me, I'm a big Sun Devil fan, so real has to recognize real at some point.
What the fuck does that got to do with
I don't give U of A players recognition, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've seen you.
You know
You've asked me to make memes and I refuse. I want everybody to know that right now, that he's asked me to make anti U of A memes and I will not sell my soul.
But it's all in good fun though. Like if you can't take a joke. No, not you in particular, but like if you can't take a joke.
It's true.
Do not start speaking outside the neck.
People are sensitive nowadays, bro.
That's cool, but like if you're gonna have an opinion and you're gonna tell me your opinion,
how dare you say that to me?
Be prepared to receive my opinion back. That's all I'm saying. Be
prepared, dude. Dude, you know what I forgot to tell you is like I posted this shit right now on Instagram, and the homie from Kings Over Squares, he reposted it like on his Instagram story.
Yeah.
And he like shot to everybody the link, like said like, hey, go check out the homie DJ Century and this and that.
Yeah, he came through.
And then at the very bottom, he put, if it was us, we would have whooped the old man's ass. I started cracking. I was like, oh shit, dude. They were talking about, I'm talking about the old man that called you.
Right. You know, this is X-rated, and we're saying it in good taste. He called me a spick.
Yeah, he did. But I'm saying like,
so he listened to the link already.
He listened to it, bro.
So that's real recognizing real.
There's a couple homies I know that have already listened to, and they say they like so far what they've heard and shit. So I'm pretty excited.
I mean, ultimately, you want your peers to respect you. Anything other than that is a blessing, in my opinion, because I'm not expecting to retire off this thing. Like, we're doing this because we're having fun.
Dude, this is fun, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's like I was telling you, I was like, for me, this is almost filling the void that the 520 magazine left. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's
520 magazine version 2.0.
There you go.
You know
honestly, bro, like to me, it's the same shit. Like the people that I would have put in that magazine, those are the type of heads I would like to bring in here to interview. You know what I mean? Because
no doubt.
All I ever wanted to do was give props to those that were like really like shining, standing out, grinding, like doing their thing here in town. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's dope like to see, the Tucson Weekly gives a lot of local artist recognition. There's a bunch of blogs, you know what I'm saying? Smash Lanes, they got what is it? Why am I drawing a blank right now? I'm all lit. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
You don't know the fucking thing. I'm gonna edit this shit out right here because
edit out the dead space.
Yeah, But the homie Smash Lane, they got a website and they give props to the locals and shit like that. They got a lot of cool dudes like doing their thing, writing for them and shit. That shit was a lot of work. That's kind of why I know a lot of people had asked like, what happened with that? And I'll tell you guys right now. Basically, this is what happened with the 520 magazine. Okay. I had a couple of people coming in saying they were going to come help me, and some did, and they stuck around for a little bit. But then, other ones, like better opportunities came up, and I ain't mad at you. Like, do your thing. But it just became too much work just for me, on top of having a full-time job, trying to because I was fresh out of Pima right there. I just started really trying to build my career as a graphic designer and shit. So... But it was fun, dude. That was awesome, man, because I would set up the interviews. I would do like a small photo shoot to go along with the interview, do the interview.
See, I never got to see any of that.
Dude, I'm going to link you, bro. I mean, I deleted like the website and the Facebook page and the Instagram and all that shit. I got rid of all that shit because I finally one day I was like, dude, you know what?
But you know what? You did the work. You did the legwork. You know what it takes. Did you ever go to print?
I printed a few myself, or one of the homies that had a printer right there by High and Tight. We had the plug with this one dude, and he printed like the first 3 issues that I did. It was dope. Like the first issue was Cash Lansky on the front. The second one The second one was Honor Roll Gang.
Shout out to Cash. They're about to go on tour.
Yeah, that's
soon.
right. Yeah. The second one was Honor Roll Gang. You know, shout out to 808 and Jaka and Johnny Red and them. And the third one was, I think, E Fresh. Yeah, I think that was E Fresh. And then I did another one after that, but I never got to print that one. It was one that had Marley and Cash on the front. It was pretty dope. Had them like half their faces and shit. You know what I'm saying? One side over here was Marley, the other side was Cash. It looked like the cover of Face Off. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was dope.
That's dope, man.
But yeah, man, it was just way too much work, dude. And at the same time, and at the same time, I was trying to do the official shit, and like at the time, dude, the official shit was making me money, so it was like I had to make a decision on which one I'm gonna roll with. You know what I mean? But there was a lot. I feel like a lot of local artists probably felt that I kind of turned my back on them because there was. I met a lot of people, bro. Like when I was doing that, I met so many fucking artists at that time, dude. Yeah, going to all the shows and like doing photography. Like it was cool, dude. I got to meet so many people.
You can't carry the torch for everybody.
And a lot of them was like, nah, dude, you know what? Like eventually, yeah, I'm going to get you in the magazine. And then they never came, dude. So it's kind of like,
hey, bro,
you know.
You didn't put your time in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to get your shine, bro.
Oh, man. Like, it's not about that. It's not about that, man. Honestly, I shine...
No. I'm talking about like the homies that missed out in the magazine.
Oh yeah, no, I'm still cool with a lot. I'm still cool with so many of them. Yeah,
but they didn't put their time in. Like you're a young buck, you're coming up, and you didn't make the cut, bro. Like you just got to pay your dues, bro. That's with everything in life.
Nah, it's just we never got to make it to issue number 5 and 6.
If they make a big enough splash and.
Oh no! Everybody's
they'll get theirs.
All these dudes I'm talking about probably like they're everybody's doing their thing. Everybody is doing their thing. That's the one cool thing that I've been involved in the hip hop scene for a good while, seeing the progress that has happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
That shit it's dope. I don't get out to as many shows as I used to, but I still watch it all, like, you know what I'm saying, from social media and shit. You know, I'm always commenting, liking, sharing. I fuck with a lot of the artists here in town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the dudes that helped me with Official, they're all like local artists and shit, like Shonuff, Buddha, Jamal Ari, you know, Vinny Mendez, all these dudes, like they and my boy Ian J, like, dude, like they helped me. You know what I mean? Like with the photo shoots and just pushing the brand, bro. It's so, you know. That's why, you know, I try to do my best to like help them out with like graphics and all that shit like that. Hook them up, give them players prices.
Yeah, right. Well, on that music tip, what about that new Kanye West CD? Yay.
Oh, bro. You know what though? Okay. I'm going to be real with you. I listened to it. I listened to the whole thing and I had a good opportunity to really listen to it, like really, really listen to it. And it was good. Don't get me wrong. It was good. And the production and everything, it was really good. But I didn't fucking like love it though. You know what I mean? Like nothing really stood out to me. Like there's no track where I'm like, fuck, dude. I mean, there's maybe one or two that I got to go back and be like, all right, I need to appreciate this one just a little bit more. But nothing really stood out. But then again, like I said, I only heard it the one time. But like, I feel like there's certain albums that you can throw on and you're just like, holy shit, dude. Like this is a bang. This has got bangers on it. I'm definitely going back like right away to listen to it.
Right. But well, the thing, it being 25 minutes long, 7 tracks, you can afford to listen to it back to back to back. And I think that's what he was trying to do, because if your whole album gets streamed 100 million times, which it has already, it surpassed 100 million streams in 3 days. So I don't know.
Is that like strategic now? Is that why they're doing it like that?
You would assume so, because Pusha's, and that was another topic that I was going to bring up. It's like a 7-song formula.
The 7-song minimum?
Well, you know, we talked about a little bit on the podcast, the first one, about Pusha T's interview saying that he wanted to do something that was going to qualify for a Grammy, which is 5 tracks at like 25 minutes. Well, Kanye's doing 7 tracks at however long they are.
Right. I think it's like 35 minutes.
Right. So Pusha's album was 7 tracks. Kanye's was 7 tracks. Friday, Kid Cudi and Kanye drop a CD, 7 tracks. He's doing Nas's album that's dropping this month, 7 tracks. And I believe Tiana Taylor's album's dropping this month with 7 tracks.
My homie Macoop was talking about that the other day. He said something about where like I guess it's a new rule that's out there that is like it only has to be a minimum of like 5 tracks and so many minutes or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if it's 7. I think it's actually 5.
I mean, whatever the minimum requirement is, they're obviously meeting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you do something like that, you don't have any fillers on the album. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like
yeah,
there
true.
has to be like just fire from the minute you press play to the minute it expires.
Like technically, like when you have like 20 some done and you're like, all right, we're gonna narrow these bitches down. None of the bullshit tracks. Like which ones are the ones that are gonna
12 tracks. I expect
money.
12 tracks from an artist. That's a sufficient
I think
amount.
12 is good. Yeah, 12 is a pretty round number. Even as low as 10, man. Like anything less than 10, it's to me.
It's kind of an EP at that point, right?
I mean, I remember getting maxi singles back in the day that had more than fucking like 7, 8 versions of the instrumental. You know what I mean? So they got you beat right there.
Radio edit, club edit, acapella, instrumental,
street version,
extended dance mix,
super low trap mix, all them shit.
I mean, we can go on all podcasts and probably like another 2 podcasts about that Kanye album. But
what was your opinion? How did you?
So this is what I wanted to ask you first. With all the outlandish shit that he had said, did it kind of like, was it like a real, like finding out Santa Claus wasn't real for you? Was that the kind of effect you got after hearing all the bullshit that he's been saying? Like, so he's talking that shit, saying that slavery was a choice. And then he drops this album. For me, it was just kind of like, dude, you're talking super reckless, and this is what you give us. Like,
I think,
because it wasn't a bad CD.
I feel like he definitely pushed the whole thing about his mental illness being an issue for him. You know what I mean? And that's where, like, I've seen mixed opinions on that, where people are like, don't be using that as a crutch, Kanye. And then I've had other people like, oh, no, it's, mental, that shit is serious. Like, you shouldn't joke around about that because
I don't think he was joking around about it. But the thing about it is, are you looking for a sympathetic embrace? Is that what he's seeking?
I mean, whatever it is he's seeking, bro, like it didn't come out to me in the music. In the music, he talked about how he's feeling, all his situations and shit like that. And I get it. And I get that that's what he's going through. But honestly, like that seemed like it was just a very personal album. And like Kanye's known, well, I mean, he used to be known for having like some serious ass bangers. But like now, like some of the newer stuff, to me, it's just kind of different,
I mean, I'm all for exploration of new sound, concept albums, whatever have you. Like, Kanye is one of my favorite artists.
Oh no, he's dope. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. He's dope, man. But like I said, that's my opinion on the album. I think it's good, but it's not like fucking I fell in love with it.
So it's not a 5 mic album.
Man, nah.
So yeah, okay.
Not to me. Are you giving it 5 mics?
Oh no, man. I'm like 3.5.
3.5? Okay.
Yeah, okay. Because if my beautiful dark twisted fantasy is a 5 micer, then
was it?
Well, for me it was.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it really was though. Was it?
How can you say that?
I never really listened to that one, bro.
Do yourself a favor.
I'm not gonna yes, I do have to go back and listen to some of the newer kind of like Life of Pablo, bro. I've never even heard that album, bro, for real. Because during that time, I was going through like a Kanye kind of
emo
getting on my nerves phase.
You went through emo phase?
Like, I don't really fuck with Kanye right now, so I'm just gonna like avoid anything Kanye puts out. But I mean, it's hard. It's hard to avoid because he's everywhere, dude.
You're only listening to Paramore and Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, no.
Fucking
no. Honestly, during that time, dude, I was, I go back and forth, bro. I love 90s rap, dude. I'm stuck on that shit, dude. Like, for real. I feel like I love that. I grew up during like the era of some of like the best rap that ever came out. And I mean, it's obviously hip hop changes and everything like that. But if you look at like a lot of the shit that they're doing nowadays, bro, they're like, just kind of taking that same shit from the older stuff. You know what I mean?
Right, but you got to stay relevant though, too.
Of course.
Like, you got to know what's popping in the streets. Like,
of course.
I don't fuck
Remember,
with
it's the old heads shit, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't fuck with a lot of this shit that's on the radio right now, but
it's hard, yeah.
At the end of the day,
there's a few though.
I don't bump that when I'm at the gym on the treadmill running or lifting weights or whatever. I'm not bumping that when I'm cruising in the car. Like, I'm listening to the old shit,
I bought a song the other day by, I think it was called like Crew. Is that what it was called? That shit. I bought. It has that, the hook is all. What does he say on the hook? It's all, she see money all around me. I look like I'm the man.
Yeah, that goes
you know
hard.
what I'm talking about? That I can't remember the name of it, dude. I had it somewhere in here, but here it is. Yeah, it's called Gold Link at What Cost.
Yeah, that's a cut right there.
That was the shit, dude. That's a dope ass track. Yeah, I bought that one the other day. I mean, there is a lot of newer shit that's good, but
you know, I bought the last album I bought was Miguel.
Miguel. I think the last
That's
album.
the last show I went to as well.
Last one I bought was the Black Panther album.
That's a good CD right there.
That was a good one too.
But back to that Ye shit, like my favorite track on there was track number 2. What's the name of it?
The one with the crazy ass hook.
No, that's dope. That's number 3. That's number 3.
That shit right there, I'd be cracking up. No, but like, I mean, it was cool. It's a cool track. Like, I think that one probably is the one that's gonna get people like pretty live. You know what I mean? I think you're gonna hear that one as like
The song's called Yikes.
The single, maybe.
Well, you know, when the CD opened up with "I Thought About Killing You,"
Yeah,
like it just weirded me out, dude.
Dude, yeah.
Like, you ever see something just so creepy that you're just like, ugh, like you get that feeling that like a bug just ran down your back or something, like just that nasty feeling. Like that's how I felt when I first heard those lyrics. But I guess that's what he's trying to invoke is like crazy emotion from you, you know?
But then, you know, did you hear about the whole situation with that one? It's called Wouldn't Leave, where he's talking about Kim and shit like that, and like she came out saying like, oh yeah, it was true. Like, we were going through some shit. Kanye was fucking up. It's like, even she knows. Of course, she's gonna back her man up, but like,
dude, they make too much money to get a divorce.
Could you imagine?
Dude, like I said, they make too much money being involved.
And then that was the other thing too, is like, okay, so some of the lines in there say something about, you know, we almost lost it all or something like that. She said that she had said that we were going to lose it all. So then Twitter went at fucking Kim saying like, oh, way to care about his mental illness and only care about the bag. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, at the end of the day, bro,
dude, you can't do shit without somebody trying to look for the other angle to talk shit.
She's a materialistic person. Do you really expect any other type of behavior from Kim Kardashian, bro?
Well,
anybody
honestly,
from that clan, bro, they find a way to monetize life. I
feel like when she says lose it all, I don't think she specifically is all thinking about money. She's talking about like the lifestyle, like their way of living, which is fucking probably glorious.
Bro, everything she touches is gold. I bet you if she farted in a bag, Ziploc
people
bag,
would buy that shit.
She'd put on eBay for like 5-10 racks and they would sell. It'd be a perfume by Kim.
Kim farts. Yeah.
Fucking gross.
They could sell that shit.
It's pretty fucking gross.
They could sell that shit. I think like I said, I think it was a good album, but like I said, I don't think it really like it didn't stand out
with
as much as
the
I
way
wish
society is today, how we consume things. This album is just going to be like put on a shelf or just like discarded. Like, it's going to be out of your playlist faster than it got. Like, we don't have music that sustains nowadays.
I don't know, man.
We just
Kendrick been putting out some dope shit.
Well, I'm talking about a majority though.
Oh yeah.
Like, can you recite any Taylor Swift songs?
Nah, I don't know Taylor Swift songs. I mean, if I heard them on the radio, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, that's
you'd be able to identify the songs,
but I don't know like a name. I can't just up and tell you. No.
How about Ariana Grande? You know any of her songs?
I don't know any of her songs. I know who she is.
Right.
But nah.
So I mean, that's the kind of, I know that's very anecdotal. It's two artists, but we don't listen to music like we used to anymore. As far as the new shit, like it's just we listen. It's a banger. We listen to it for a month at the max, and then we're like, oh, what's the new shit? What's the new shit?
Yeah,
I think that's what I like about having Apple Music is that you can go into an artist and then you can just all the popular songs, or you can go into albums or playlists or a lot of different shit.
Yeah.
So it exposes you to a lot of new stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm. Do you have that, what do you call it? Like the Apple radio cloud shit?
What's that?
Like where you can go into like the radio, and if you want to add it to like a specific playlist, you just click the plus button and it adds it for you. And shit.
Yeah.
Do you have that?
I can download them to my device too. So.
Yeah, I get that. But you know, the thing is like, I've been reading some shit about that, and I have a lot of older like hip hop that I actually like physically burned into my iTunes and shit.
Right.
And see, what I heard is if you sign up for that, or if you actually click like okay for the Apple Cloud part, I guess, not just the radio or the music, because I have that, like the whole $9.99 shit. But if you sign up for the other one and you have music in there, it'll see if it has it. And if it does have it, it's going to replace it with their like AAC version or some shit like that. And it's basically going to wipe out all the other shit.
Really? It rewrites it?
It rewrites everything. So then like, let's say you bounce a check or some shit like that, and then all that music's fucking gone. And so like, basically what I'm saying is anybody that's been thinking about doing that shit, you got to go in and physically make a backup of your entire iTunes library. You know what I mean? I did it the other day. I still haven't even turned it on yet because I'm still scared. Because I don't want to lose a lot of this old hip hop that I think I have like old like unreleased music on a lot of shit. Like remember I don't know if you remember when Tupac died, but like, you know how they kept just pumping out albums.
Yeah, I mean, he just came out with an album last week.
There was Machiavelli #1 and then 2 and then 3 all the way up to like number 10, right?
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of that shit.
Pac's still dropping albums,
dude. A lot of that shit that I have, bro. My homeboy David back in the day, dude, he hooked me up with so much old Pac shit, and it was crazy because like you listen, they kind of re-released a lot of them on Death Row and shit, but it doesn't sound the same. Like the versions are different, and obviously they're a little cleaner, but like some of them are not the same, man. There was this song called "The Late Night" that came out on one of Tupac's songs, and it was produced by DJ Quick, right?
You know who I wish would have popped from DJ Quick's camp was Nocturnal.
Kind of had it. He had his 15 minutes of fame for a little bit.
Yeah, but that fool was fucking, all I really know, these hoes want to be with me.
Yeah.
That shit was hard.
He was dope. But I think from what I heard, he got a little cracked out, I think.
Well, it'll do it.
I have no idea. But I know that, what's his name? There was one dude here locally that had a couple songs with that fool.
Oh, word?
And he recorded them down here and shit. Yeah, but there was this song, bro, called "The Late Night." And it was produced by DJ Quick. And like, I have this original version of it and shit. And I've heard the one that was re-released by Death Row, but doesn't even sound the same, bro. No. They like changed so much shit to it that the original old school one that I have, like, is the shit. I love that song. I love that fucking song. It's so dope, bro. I don't know if you ever heard it. Do you like Tupac? You like Tupac,
I'm
right?
a Tupac fan, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, but you know what sucks is that he died and they released everything. And it's like, you know, not all of his shit was good. I'm not trying to demean him.
Oh, no.
But at the same time, not everybody has a fucking full catalog of hits, you know?
Yeah, but you gotta admit, there's a lot of hits there.
Oh, no doubt.
He's got a lot of hits. That motherfucker, dude, like my Tupac catalog is probably like at least a gig deep. That's a lot.
Damn, you got that much Tupac?
Serious, dude.
I mean, I have all his studio albums.
I have DJ, the studio albums, you know?
yeah. I DJ. So, I mean...
I DJ.
It was funny. I was sitting in on Rip D's podcast, and Cash is It's Okay There With Us,
right?
And he was talking about how he hasn't heard Reasonable Doubt.
Who hasn't?
Rip.
I was gonna say I know not Cash. Cash fucking loved Jay-Z,
and he was like, "Yeah, that's the only album I have." I'm like, "Bro, give me your hard drive and I'll hook you up."
Did you give it to him?
Well, I haven't got it yet. I haven't gotten his hard drive yet, but
dude, like, that's a good ass album.
Yeah, man.
That's a classic ass album. I love those old classic albums. Fucking Illmatic, the Mobb Deep. What is it? That one? Which one is the good Mobb Deep? The one where they were
Quiet Storm?
No, not Quiet Storm. The album before that.
Shook Ones?
It has Shook Ones on that album, yeah. I just can't remember the name of the album right now.
A little hazy up that Skywalker, you know?
Dude, speaking of Skywalker, what'd you think about that?
I liked Solo. It didn't do too well in the box office. They were projecting it to be the first Star Wars movie
that lost money. And that's kind of appalling because those... But you know why though, right? And by the way, that album is the Infamous. That's the one. I had to look it up. I was like, no, I'm not doing Mobb Deep the disservice of not knowing exactly which album it is, because that album is fucking classic.
But yeah, Solo,
Mobb Deep. Or what? Go ahead.
I was watching this Mass Appeal thing where they go to a record store and they get blindfolded and they pick out 3 records and they got to make a beat with it.
Right.
And Havoc was on there, and he made some crack, dude, bro.
Havoc's beats, bro. Flames, dude. Mad fuegos. Yeah,
man. But back to Solo,
dude. I finally saw it this weekend. It was dope. I liked it. I mean, but it was also one of those things where it's like I liked it, but I didn't love it. It was good, but I can see to me, let me tell you my take on that part. And the reason it's losing money, I know you know this, I'm not sure if you know this, but it's because they got rid of like the first director. Like, I guess Disney didn't like the direction that he was taking the Solo movie. So then Disney kind of played it safe and then brought in, Ron Howard, fucking Opie Taylor. And they put him in charge. And then Opie played it safe, bro. Like, it was a good, solid thing, but I could see where you were saying how it was like maybe like 10, 15 minutes too long.
Well, I mean, for me, the length wasn't an issue. The problem
maybe it wasn't you that said that. Somebody told me that they said that it was like, there could have been like 10 minutes less of movie.
Yeah.
Because it was like 2 hours and 15 minutes, I think.
For me, I just didn't like, they did the bare minimum. They just said, oh, here he is.
Minimum.
Yeah, like they could have expanded so much more because we're not going to get a part 2.
You never know, dude.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier.
There's obviously other ones that are going to come out. There's obviously other ones that are going to come out. Like the one I want to see is the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie.
I want to see Boba Fett.
That one too. Yes.
And that one better kill, bro. That one better fucking kill. You know who they should get to do Boba Fett?
Who?
The homie that did District 9.
I don't think I saw that one either.
You didn't see District 9?
No.
I'm gonna have to let you borrow that one because that's a really good movie.
Put a Blu-ray.
Fucking prawns, South African accent. They're like fucking aliens and they call them prawns. Fucking prawns, man.
But speaking of Star Wars, what did you think about this Skywalker that we
Oh, it was fuego, bro. Was it a sativa?
No, it was a hybrid. It's a hybrid, yeah.
That one definitely is more sativa dominant.
That's the last of the Vegas pre-rolls.
Doesn't it make you like so sad that we don't have recreational here?
It does.
I just figure
I've been wanting to get my card. I just haven't really wanted to.
With the Red for Ed situation, and other financial holes that our economy is experiencing, if we tax the hell out of marijuana like they're going to, it's going to fill some holes.
But they already do. I mean, but it's not recreational. Yeah, but they still tax it though, right? You know what I mean?
Think about the revenue, the small percentage that are patients as opposed to anybody over 21 that could purchase legal marijuana.
Yeah.
If it's over 21, bro, it's going to fucking rise 10,000% in a year. You know what I'm saying? The amount of pot smokers.
Oh, yeah.
What I have a very big consensus of is with talking with people, they don't want it to be the wild, wild west of weed. They don't want it to just be like openly smoked in all the parks and they're going to Tucson Mall and then you just see people in the parking lot getting high. Like, I get that.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing with fucking beer. If you get caught drinking beer, you're going to get cited.
Right.
And it's the same thing with pot. So now, do you want it to be more severe? Like, do you want them to get their tasers out and hit those fuckers in the neck with a taser gun? Like, what else do you want?
Right.
Because let's stop demonizing this plant.
That's the old Pueblo for you.
But, I mean, we're taking strides in the right direction.
Yeah. I think it'll probably be legal here, like, maybe in the next couple of years, hopefully.
You know what I like getting from dispensaries is because it's a cleaner experience. Like the taste level, the actual medicine, the way it works on you. Like, you don't have a knockoff brand of Mexican brickweed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're just getting the flavors and shit. And I like the fact that, like I said, that you can go in and like literally tell them like what's bothering you. You know what I mean? Like, oh, my back hurts, bro. Here, smoke some of this. This shit'll fucking chill you out. You know what I mean? Or it'll help reduce the pain. Or like, I have trouble sleeping. Here's some fucking shit that'll knock you on your ass. You know what I mean?
Or something like I'm very, very sickly and I don't eat a lot. I need something to boost my hunger.
Yup. People don't understand the fucking weed is medicine, man.
See, for me, primarily it's anxiety. I don't want to sound like I'm mentally unstable, but it definitely allows me to trek through life and basically find solutions to my issues because...
Right. It like puts you in mellow mode and you're just like, you just roll with the punches and shit instead of really thinking about like all the bullshit that's making you feel that way. You know what I mean?
Well, catastrophe happens, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, bad shit happens and you got to deal with it. And that's how I deal with it, bro. I mean, people don't have to accept it, you know?
Fucking loud. That's the other thing that's, my chair's throwing bellows right now. So, hey, dude, that was the thing that I wanted to tell you that I wanted to do like as a new segment on this bitch. And it's going to be like something new. You know what I mean? So that's why I brought these juices. As stupid as it sounds, it's just like, try something new. You know what I mean? Definitely. Like, why not? So every week we're going to try something new that maybe both of us haven't had, or maybe at least one of us has had. This week, I brought in some of that. Since I'm not drinking sodas anymore right now, I'm trying to find like different drinks. And this probably isn't like the greatest shit either, but I've never had it. And I see El Pinche Justin Timberlake promoting the shit out of it lately on TV. But it's that Bai antioxidant drink or whatever the hell they call it. So I bought 2 on the way to the podcast tonight. What flavor do you got again?
I got Brasilia Blueberry.
Okay, and I got Molokai Coconut. So yeah, so something about only like 5 calories and shit. So
yeah, I mean, it looks.
Did you get yours? You got it over there?
Yeah.
Have you been drinking it or?
No, I haven't. I'm gonna open it right now.
Okay, so I got this coconut one. We'll see how this. I don't know if you got to. It's one of the ones you got to shake before you, just to be on the safe side. Cause I don't like it when it's like, you know, all the good shit's at the bottom. You gotta. Let me see.
It's pretty damn good.
That's not bad. That's not bad. It's like some fake.
Honestly,
coconut.
you know what it tastes like? It tastes like that Crystal Light shit that you used to throw in the water bottles.
Fake ass coconut water. Nah, it's good. It's decent. I probably won't buy it again, but.
You know, the only problem is that like I'll tear through like 4 of these.
All right. So next week it's on you.
Yeah, I'll bring up something.
You find something.
Might have to hit up the dispensary.
Yeah. So, anyways, right here we can move our way into like the whole fashion situation. What do you got this week for fashion?
It just tripped me out. Was it Monday? No, it's Tuesday. Kate Spade killed herself.
Yeah, that's right. You know what I barely learned today is that was the stepsister of David Spade.
Yeah, it's a trip.
I was like, I should have put that together, but I didn't until I saw some shit earlier that I was reading about it. But yeah, man, that sucks, bro. Like, so apparently, like, I didn't really know too much about her.
Yeah, well, I did some research about the company.
Yeah, and so apparently she designed like handbags, like dope, like big ass handbags, right? Back in the day, kind of. And then her company's been bought like by bigger companies, right? Like
by Barney's, I believe.
I thought Gucci bought it or some shit like that.
They bought a percentage.
Yeah, that's sick.
And then like 10 years ago, they sold the remaining percentage. So like they sold for like 100 million around there. That's how much you sold the company for. But I guess the parent company now raised the brand's value up to like 1.1 billion or something like that.
And have you? Has anything come out like as to why? Or anything like
man,
that?
So it was pretty morbid. I was on Snapchat today, and apparently there was a suicide note.
Right.
She hung herself by one of the scarves on the doorknob.
Oh, come on, man.
I mean, a doorknob can't hold my big ass, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to make fun of her, but
yeah.
I needed to fucking get a little something. A little sturdy, you know. Right. I was gonna off myself, but. No, so she hung herself apparently and left a suicide note. The fucked up shit about it is that the police say that everything's consistent with the suicide. Well, apparently had been some marital problems between her and her husband. Uh-huh. And in the suicide note, she writes to her daughter, "Please don't think this was anything that had to do with you. Ask your dad why this happened."
Oh,
it's like, damn, bitch, you're gonna fucking...
God, no way.
You're gonna make my kid not love me too?
Damn,
shit.
That is horrible. Oh, man. Yeah, that sucks. I didn't hear about that.
That's a little too much.
I did hear something that the suicide note had something to do with the daughter, but leaving it like that, holy shit.
Like... Let my infidelities die with you. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh man.
If you're gonna off yourself, don't make my kid don't fuck my kid up forever, even more so, you know?
Oh God, yeah. There's been a whole lot Whole lot of talks about the mental illness shit going on lately. You know what I mean?
It's very real. Like not too long ago, Alexander McQueen killed himself too. You know, he's a owner and designer of his high-end fashion brand, and it's a trip because I know I had talked to you a little bit about this topic that I wanted to bring up,
right?
But something we didn't talk about is like Chester Benningfield from Linkin Park and Stone Temple Pilots.
Right.
He just killed himself.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, Chris Cornell killed himself.
Yeah.
You know, these are artists that, like, the first rock band I got introduced to when I was a kid was Soundgarden. Oh, yeah. You know, Foul on Black Days.
Black Hole Sun.
Black Hole Sun. Like, that was my CD, bro.
Yeah, that's some good shit.
But, you know, being in high school, listening to some of the quote-unquote new metal, Linkin Park was one of them too, you know? Unfortunately, I never got to see them live. But, you know, they say money doesn't buy happiness, but fuck, I'm broke as fuck and I'm a little happy, you know?
Yeah.
But I think having money allows you to get through life a lot easier than being broke. No, it doesn't buy you happiness, but you know what? You're able to fucking be unhappy in your penthouse with your Ferrari.
You know what's crazy though is I feel like it always depends on the situation. You know what I'm saying? If you were born into wealth and you've never experienced struggle, I think that might have a lot to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Because
I wish I had a silver spoon. Shit.
Well, I mean, you know, I think when you come from nothing and you get to that level, you appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? More. But that doesn't mean you can't lose it as well. And then when you got, you know, if you're born into it and you lose it, it's a whole new situation. You know what I'm saying? There's movies about those kinds of situations. But I think like... Do
you think the intensity of performing on stage as well as added the anxiety and the fucking tiredness that comes along with touring?
Dude,
you think that's like it sends these people into a spiral? It's like they hate touring, but that high they get from being on stage is like unmatched.
Not just that. It's like, honestly, like in touring is where like, that's where big artists make their money nowadays. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, it's the streams and, you know, selling singles and shit, but they're not selling albums the way they used to. So now it's, you know, you have to do touring and shit like that. Yeah, I bet you that shit's like mentally, physically exhausting and shit. I think a lot of it has to do with if you've been to a certain level and then all of a sudden you're not on that level anymore, like what that does to your self-esteem or just how you feel about, like, you know, I bet you that drives a lot of people crazy right there. Just losing it, or even the fear of losing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's got to be different for every situation. But just like you said, the moral of it, I think, like the money can't buy the happiness. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, man. You would think it could, but, you know, like I said, I guess that just depends on the situation.
I think happiness isn't something achieved by the amount of possessions you have. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you have to find your happiness inside yourself, because you could lose everything at a strike of a hand. Like, you know, drinking one too much and driving and crashing into somebody, killing somebody. Like, you go to jail, you know? Like,
bro,
if you don't got the cash to put up for a fucking crazy lawyer, you're probably going to do a lot of time in jail.
Dude, that's why I don't drink, honestly. Like, I saw all my older homies. Like, I was like the youngest one out of all my friends and shit. Like, everybody turned 21 before I did. And all of those motherfuckers got DUIs, bro. All of them, dude. I didn't learn the hard way. I learned the easy way by just seeing, like, my homies go through having to get that SR22 insurance, all expensive as fuck, and then having to get those blow things in the cars and shit, dude. Oh my gosh, I saw all that shit and I'm like, nope.
You know, luckily
I will stick to marijuana, sir.
I've danced with the devil, bro. Like, I've gotten super duper drunk.
Dude, I can't say I haven't. Like, there's plenty of time before I was 21, dude. I used to party with my boy Gilbert, dude. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you got a name drop.
Because I got to give him props for me still being alive, bro, for real. Like, he got me out of some crazy situations when we were younger, dude. You know what I mean? And like, there was lots of times when we'd be on the south side, dude. He had a 65 Impala, like maroon, like cherry red, and the back window, it said "Try Me."
What the fuck?
That was his favorite, like, old school song, right? That was the name of the car. It was fucking "Try Me." And there was times where we'd be somewhere out down here on the south, dude, and like he was staying up off of like Orange Grove and the freeway and shit.
Yeah.
And we'd have to drive, dude, and he wouldn't be able to drive. And his fucking car was like 3 on the tree with a clutch. You know what I'm saying? I had to do that shit, and not only do that shit, do it while intoxicated and get us home, and like taking back streets, doing the fucking like what is it, the the side of the highway shit, the frontage and shit like that, dude. Oh my goodness.
Do you have any switches?
Some crazy situation. No, he never got it switched up. He kept it original. But yeah, some crazy situation where you look back and you're just like, oh my goodness.
Before I go, I'm gonna get my daughter. Like I'm gonna make a Lolo.
Yeah.
Throw some switches on that bitch, and then before I go up and give it to her.
Hell yeah. I've always, dude. My first car, my Sentra, I had a Nissan Sentra, bro, on some roadsters with some fat white walls. That was my thing. I liked the fat white walls. Everybody was like, no, you got to have the thin ass white walls. Like, no, sir. I had the fat ass 1 inch, 1.5 inch white walls. Them shits were dope as hell.
That's what's up.
That was crazy. You used to have to come down here to the south side to get them buffed out because they start off small. Yeah. But they would use the buffer and shit and make them bigger. You know what I mean? But then that was the cause of many a blowout back in the day too. You know what I'm saying? But it was the cost, bro. Yeah. You had to pay the cost of flaws, dude. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, man. But yeah, man, that whole situation was kind of messed up.
It was a little downer, bro. I mean,
yeah.
You know, I don't purchase handbags anymore because I don't got no one to buy it for. But you know, they're high end bag. Well, not high end, but they're not cheap bags. They're a little more expensive than Michael Kors.
Oh, okay.
You know,
chances are I'd probably buy my lady one too, and not really know that that's the brand that it was. She just likes like big bags, like enough room for all her business and shit.
Right here.
But yeah, man. What else, dude? What else? There was this thing I wanted to tell. Oh yeah, dude. I saw that Jordan, and I guess like they've come out before. Right. I'd never seen them before, but the Jordan 4s with the Levi's.
Yeah. Dude. What color are you talking about?
I want those black ones. I want both of them. I want the black and the white, dude. Right. Like those whites are going to get so dirty so fast, but I don't give up.
So the original drop was...
they had blue ones, right? Blue jean ones. When did those come out? I'm usually up on my Jordan shit. I'm not a sneakerhead, but I
What's
love
dope
Jordans.
Is about, you know, the Jordan tag on the 4s? Mm-hmm. That's a brown Levi tag.
I know, I saw it. Yeah,
it's so fucking ill, bro. The like subtleties on those shoes.
The tag from the back, and then
it makes it, dude.
And then the little red tag on the side and shit, that dude.
Tab,
dude, those look so dope. If you haven't seen those, you guys need to go Google them and check them out.
It was a trip because people were like, "Oh my god, how do you do that to this shoe?" Because they got the shoe, some customizer. He got it and just like thrashed it so it looked like used denim.
Right.
And it came out fucking sick. Would I have done that? No.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have. But that's a fucking $800, $900 shoe. That's why.
Yeah, well, thankfully, these are only like $250.
Well, if you can cop them, though.
I think I got a couple plugs. And I got a couple homies that got a couple plugs. But actually, my nephew, he's got like the best plug, dude. My nephew, bro, shout out to my nephew, Alex, dude. He's a barber. He works at Headliners in the Park Mall. Dude, like, think about that job right there, bro. That, honestly, I do a lot of work with barbers, okay? For one, because it's just something that I love barbers, and I've always loved getting my hair cut. When I was in high school, dude, I went to Flowing Wells. There was a barber college right on the corner, dude, like right next to the high school. So me and my homies would walk over there after school.
Tio's?
And no, it was called the Kinchlow Barber College. It was a barber college, but it's not Hollywood or whatever, that one that's there in that plaza. This one was like behind, like a Walgreens is there now. They like destroyed it and everything like that. And like apparently that family, I think they had other ones here in town, but that was the first time like that I experienced the whole barber shop shit. Like I was, barely like 16, and after school we would go get our haircuts, man. There was this dude named Emil. This dude, he would lace up fades, bro. Oh my goodness. That was the dopest shit. And each haircut, yeah, those are sick. Each haircut was like, I think like $3, bro. It was like $3, so we'd always give like a $2 tip. So $5, bro. I got my haircut every week. You know what I'm saying? I made sure my hair was clean. Sometimes twice a week because of $5.
When you're young, bro, that's like other than clean kicks, having a fresh cut was the way to meet chicks. You know what I'm saying?
The super fly fade, bro. Yes.
But Yeah, what's your favorite color of the Jordans? I don't know if I asked you that already.
Of all of them or the fours? Right
Out of the three
the Levi ones,
colorways of the Levi's.
I don't know, man. I think that black one is my shit.
Yeah, bro.
Because to me the blue, it's gonna go with everything. The blues will too, and the whites will too. But the whites definitely gonna get them dirty faster. The blues can't really rock with everything, but the blacks, I feel like you can rock with them.
Do you wear a lot of Jordan
brand? Maybe just the shoes. I don't know.
Like you use a lot of Jordans. Like
I don't have a lot. I have like only like my favorites. See, like I have a couple threes, the cements. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the black cements. Those are the ones I still need to get.
I'm more about comfort these days, bro. Like we talked about
me too.
the last episode,
dude, but I mean, they're nowadays, they're only meant to like go out flossing. Like if I'm going on vacation and I'm gonna be walking a lot, like if I go to like Disneyland and shit, I'm wearing like fucking Asics or like some Roches or some shit like that. Something I'm going to be comfortable standing. I learned that the hard way. I would be going in Jordans and and then shit, your feet would hurt by the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's a lot of walking.
Have you seen the Cosforce?
Cosforce, the KAWS? Yeah. No.
Here's the black versions that are coming out.
What?
You can see the designs better on the gray ones.
That's like a jade green right there on the bottom, huh?
You look at the detail inside. You see his companion. The big dude with the X's in the eyes, and he has the gloves on. And he covers his face.
That's badass.
Well, he just did a collaboration with what the fuck was it? Uniqlo, and it's like Sesame Street. So too bad we don't have a fucking store here in Tucson, but they're going to be dropping it pretty soon.
Yeah, those are dope. I definitely want to. I'm going to talk to my nephew to see if he can give me a set of them shits.
Should be dope, bro.
Yep. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm thinking. There was one thing I read earlier that I wanted to tell you about. I mean, for me, it's going to be super dope. Honestly, for like anybody that's marketing themselves, I read something that said that Instagram is going to start letting people post videos up to 60 minutes, up to like.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like an hour, if I'm not mistaken.
This is a collaboration he did with Uniqlo.
Oh, okay.
The X eyes is his trademark.
That's right.
So I'm gonna cop, definitely.
Because like right now you can only do 60 seconds.
Right. So 60 minutes you're talking about?
60 minutes, like up to an hour, if I'm not mistaken. Like that's dope. Like think about that. Like let's say we did the podcast and then the podcast came in at just under an hour. You could literally put the podcast on a post.
If you did crazy long podcast, you just do part 1, part 2. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. You can break it down into like 15-minute sections and shit. This way people can be like, okay, hey, this is the end of the third podcast. You probably got to get up and take a shit. So,
think about all the new revenue streams you're going to be able to encounter because certain programmers like, say, Comedy Central, you could basically get a 30-minute spot. Instead of airing it on TV, you can air it on Instagram.
Dude,
people
Facebook.
Can enjoy, like, comedy is a big industry, dude.
Yes.
Like,
people need it.
It's just, I've seen a lot of specials. Like, I listened to Joey Diaz's podcast.
Right.
He just filmed his HBO special in Vegas on Monday. So they're going to edit it. It's going to take a while for it to come out. But, they have so much, like, comedians doing content on Netflix.
Oh, dude, everywhere. Like, yeah, Netflix. And I'm telling you, from what I've been reading, Facebook is basically going to start its own channels too. You know what I mean?
It makes sense.
Amazon is starting its own channels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it makes sense.
Everybody's doing videos like the wave of the future, man. Like, for real. Everything is all about video now.
If you can create content, there's a way to monetize it.
Yep. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm ready to sell out if you are.
I'm already there, bro. What do you think? I just bought a camera the other day. I'm already taking that transition.
Checks.
That transition into video is like, my foot is already in the door in that situation.
Yeah, but I mean, for us, it's more of like out of the pure joy, you know? Like this, I'm already looking forward to next week's recording,
Yep. But dude, like I'm telling you, like fucking hour. Like that's dope. The possibilities of Instagram, people gonna fucking live on Instagram now.
Oh, for sure.
Like literally an hour. That's gonna be super sick. It's gonna change the game.
I bet you that homie that didn't sell Snapchat's probably kicking his own ass now.
Yeah. And I mean that's where It's funny because I have this conversation with people about like, which do you like more, Instagram or Snapchat?
For the cochina, Snapchat, of course, but
Obviously.
But Instagram, to be honest with you, because I'm able to connect with people from my embroidery company. I've gotten so much business through Instagram.
That's the thing, is because Instagram is an actual profile that you can visit. You know what I mean?
Like you message me and I get back to you. You know what I'm saying?
Snapchat is like the Twitter, the video of Twitter, or the Twitter of video.
Yeah.
Feature Skywalker. And fucking, yeah, dude, like, but you know what's sad though, dude? The thing that bugs me the most is I feel like I'm a very loyal person. And I feel like, you know, Instagram just up and jack Snapchat steez by adding those stories, right? However, the fact that, you know, the stories, man, is like, it's dope. Like I use it more. I think I held off for a good year, bro, before I started using stories, like after it came out. Because I was, like I said, I'm loyal to the snaps, bro. I was on Snapchat like probably like, I don't know how long after it came out.
But you know, the last ditch effort for Snapchat is the geolocations, you know, because Instagram can't do that. Man, you can't do Tucson with to
me that's
downtown.
That's stalker shit though.
No, but some people get off on it. Like I like going to other cities and like I like posting.
Seeing
your little filter on the bottom.
Yeah, like you see like a group of people. Oh, what's this little cluster of people up to? Yeah.
No. But like the filter for the picture. So like you go to Phoenix or you go to
the
LA.
Geo filters. Yeah. Okay, I thought you were talking about that map. The geo tagging. So, like I'm like that's.
No, they have that now.
They have that, and that's creepy because like if you don't turn it on, if you don't turn it off, people can see where you're at. People can see exactly where the fuck you're at.
You know what's funny is that my sister had it on for a while, and I'm like, I see you. She's like, you fucking creep.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, you don't need to be knowing where the fuck I'm at.
Next girlfriend I have better keep her geolocation on. I better see where the fuck you're at.
I see a couple of my followers. Every now and then I'll go in there and look, and it was like, who's doing what in Tucson right now? And there's only like 3 or 4 people that have it on.
Are you all scary with your lady? Like, where you at, babe?
No, fuck no. Because truth be told, if I wanted to know where she's at, I know where she's at. Like, we got iPhones. You know right. We got that shit. We share each other's locations and shit. If I really need to know where she's at, then yeah, I have access to it. But I'm not like, oh, like, where the fuck is you at? No. We got a great ass relationship, bro, for real.
Trust is a cornerstone.
Oh, man. And that's the dude. You know what's crazy is the other day I said we've only been married for fucking 8 years and together 10. That was backwards. I totally fucked that up. We've been married 10, now 11 this year. 11.
Damn.
And we were like, I remember I said we were together. No, well, she didn't. I don't think she's got that far into the podcast. When she hears that part, she's gonna be like, "You motherfucker, you totally fucked that up." So that's why I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it this week, babe. Sorry.
You're gonna sleep on the couch?
Nah, man, not even that. It's not even like that.
Hey, but I mean, you know what? If you bit your wrong, you're like, oh shit, you had a brain fart. My bad.
Dude, we were lit.
All's forgiven.
We were lit, dude. You know? That blue cheese shit had me gone last week. I'm sorry, but yeah.
That blue motherfucker.
Yeah, that blue shit. But yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I'm excited. We're gonna wrap this one up, and we're gonna slide on into episode 3 next Wednesday. So. Be on the lookout for that.
I mean, we got that TDs thing, so.
Oh yeah, so you guys be ready. Make sure you tune into that one because I'm pretty sure it's gonna.
We're gonna have some stories because if I'm chilling there, see, I'm gonna have my in with these dancers. Like, I'm not gonna have to worry about being that creepy guy that's trying to hit on them because, like, technically, I'm a coworker at that point.
Yeah, no, you're a vendor.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, with my coworker, like, you're trying to get that money, I'm trying to get that money.
You're a vendor.
So, you might hear some freaky tales next week. Until next time, man.
All right, man. So I am the homie Casual.
I'm DJ Sentry.
And you be listening to the Hood Diner Podcast. Peace.